started, and as we get started, we'll come into a child's pose. Roll down onto your thighs. Bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your hips to your heels. And breathe. This is a shape that is especially prime for stillness. We leave behind what we may have been doing before we stepped on the mat. We free ourselves from anticipation of what's to come. And we allow ourselves to find a stillness that is completely internal. And one way we might do this is paying close attention to our breath. Noticing what the inhales and the exhales feel like, not to judge them necessarily, but just to notice them. For the next 60 minutes or so, we'll be going through a series of poses, and I'll be inviting you to make different shapes with your body. But please know that everything that I say is simply an invitation, and ultimately the decision of what you do is yours. Trust yourself to know that whatever decision you choose is the right for you. I'm going to go ahead and let the inhales and the exhales lengthen here. As we take one breath together. First, exhale all your air out. Then take a deep inhale in. And as you let it out, let it be slow. Let it be kind. Now we'll come up onto all fours, please. Wrists in line with shoulders. Knees in line with hips. I love this cat. This is amazing. And we'll do some cat-cow poses just to awaken our spine. So on an inhale, lift your chin up, shoulders down, belly low. And then an inhale, inverse it, round the spine, chin to chest, navel in. Now inhale back to your cow. And then exhale, round the spine for your calf. Now take some time here to experiment. And continue to do cat and cows if you'd like. You can also take a moment to listen to your body, maybe the spaces that need you, maybe the spaces that are making some sounds. And respond to them with a movement that feels good. Sometimes when we do a practice a lot, we can become accustomed to doing things a certain way. Imagine that your usual way of practice is a container. And experiment with what it would feel like to move outside of that container. Now come back into all fours with a neutral spine. And then send your hips back and up and curl your toes under for a downward facing dog. And let's carry on with that free movement we just discovered in our tabletop position. Maybe nod your head, yes, and shake it no. And as you nod your head, feel the vertebra on the top of your spine get long as if they are separating from each other. Maybe bend each knee. Maybe see what it feels like to have your shoulders completely relaxed. And as we clean it up, you're going to gently move your hands about shoulder width distance. Feel the tips of your fingers pressing into the mat. Roll your shoulders down. Nice. And as you look at your feet, they'll be about hips width distance. And you want to encourage your hips back and up. Maybe experiment with bending your knees a little bit to see if that makes the sensation of moving back and up more accessible. Nice. And then last but not least, if it is available, you will bring your heels closer to the mat. Now that we've arrived at this shape, take a deep breath in and out. Now go ahead and lift your right leg up and back. Step it through between your hands. Bring your left knee down to the mat for a low lunge. Bring your arms down by your side, but lift them off the mat. Take a moment here to see if you can find the space to find balance and allow yourself to recognize the sensation of what it feels like for your shoulders to be relaxed. Now with this sensation, now interlace your fingers and place them over your knee. Doing the best that you can to keep that your shoulders still relaxed, your chest up and back. Now let's breathe here. Let it out. In. Now go ahead and place your left hand on the floor and your right arm up for a twist. Do what you can to keep the integrity of the shape that you're making in your left leg. So maybe tense up on the glutes so that you're not sinking in that part. Inch the shoulders and the hand closer to your right knee to really get that twist. That looks great. And then allow yourself to just stay in whatever shape that you've created, trusting that it is correct. Take a deep inhale to twist a little bit deeper. And as you exhale, place your hand back on the mat. Send your right foot back to meet the left. Come back into your downward dog. Now go ahead and lift the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, step it between your hands. Right knee comes down, arms by your side. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you feel your shoulders relax down. Try to honor that sensation of your shoulders down as you interlace your fingers and place your hands over your knee. Tense up on the glutes. Chest is back. Knee is reaching forward. Breathing. Now go ahead to come into your twist on this side, plus place your right hand on the ground and lift your left hand up. See if you can try to maintain the position of your left knee and your left foot so it's not slanting. Yeah, perfect. Good. Feel that strong base of support from your feet. Take an inhale to twist a little bit deeper. And an exhale, place your right hand down or your left hand down, and then come back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift your right leg up and back. Now let's take a moment to awaken our hips by taking some free movement. An invitation to step outside of that container like we did earlier. Yeah, nice. An invitation to come into unfamiliar territory and trust yourself to get through it. Try to keep the integrity in your arms. Inhale, lift your leg up and back. Now gently place it down to meet the left. Now take an inhale and lift your left leg up and back. Maybe feel the length of your back leg for a moment. Now inhale, reach it up higher and change the shape. Maybe bend your knees. The purpose of this is just to gently acquaint the body with all the movement that it's about to do. You want to avoid forcing or jamming. It's really a moment of kindness. Nice. Now an inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Now exhale, step it down to meet the right. Now we'll go ahead and bend our knees and walk with your feet firmly planted into the ground to the front of the mat. As you come into this forward fold, allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to just be here, knowing that you deserve this moment of release. You might want to shake your head no, nod your head yes. Feel your head get very heavy. Feel what it's like to just let go. Now on your inhale, come into your half lift. And then exhale, come back into a forward fold. Now on your inhale, send your hands up, forward and up. Let's arrive at our first mountain pose. And give yourself time to just be here. You might close your eyes. You might not. You might straighten your arms to feel your arms get long. You might not. You might tense up on your kneecaps, on your quads. You might not. If you close your eyes, open them, and take a moment to feel the shape. Now on an inhale, get 10 feet tall. Reach up, reach back. And when your exhale arrives, dive down, forward fold. We'll do that again in one fluid movement. So on your inhale, rise up, get tall, back bend. And as you exhale, forward fold. We'll take that once more on your own. Take a moment, let go. Now take an inhale, half lift. Now exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step your feet back. We'll arrive in an upward push-up plank position. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your neck is a natural extension of your spine, so you're not jamming it in or lifting it up. Your core is engaged here. And your feet are also engaged. Try not to put all of your weight onto your hands and your upper body. Let your feet be engaged here too. Nice. Take a moment to feel the heat that's building. Take a moment to remind yourself that you've been here before and you have the strength to do it. Now as you inhale, push the mat away. And as you exhale, come into your chaturanga by lowering halfway, elbows into ribs. Good. Now on your inhale, come into an upward dog. Let's stay here for a moment. Shoulders down and back. Chest out. And breathe. Feel the energy as it moves through your upper body, to your lower body, to your breath. And now exhale. Hike your hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Now step it through in between your hands. Left foot comes down, maybe at a 45-degree angle. take a moment. Now on your inhale, rise up into a warrior one. Good. And breathe here. Your arms and your fingertips is just like mountain pose. Your navel is in. You're feeling tall in your mid-body. Your knee is coming over your ankle, maybe one day thigh parallel to the floor. And your back leg is strong and straight. It's helpful in this pose to square the hips. So try to square your hips by scissoring your thighs together, bringing your left hip forward and your left shoulder forward and your right hip back. See if it helps a little bit in terms of squaring to move your right foot out to the right a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Take an inhale to sit a little bit lower as you simultaneously reach higher. Now exhale, place your hands on the mat. Go ahead and take our flow. Cool. Lift your left leg up and back on your inhale. And on your exhale, use your strong core to send it in between your hands. Right foot is down. And on your inhale, rise up into that warrior one. Take an inventory of how your body feels in this shape. And trust yourself to make whatever adjustments you need to feel the full expression of this pose. Awesome. Take one more inhale to sit deeper into what you created. And then go ahead, exhale, place your hands on the mat. Take your flow. So we're going to do that on our own now. Just warrior one, just a little warrior one. Try to find something new with it, if you'd like. Something you don't usually do. Something you find uncomfortable to do. And do it as you breathe. Now bend your knees. Step or jump to the front of the mat. And come into your forward fold. Let it go. Move your feet apart from each other so that they're about hips width distance, or the size of your head, or two fists. Perfect, whatever. Go ahead and take an inhale to half lift. Feel that spine, let it go. And then you'll exhale back into your forward fold. Nice. Now on an inhale, you know what's coming. Hips down, arms up, chair pose. Weight is in your heels, which does not mean that you are lifting off your toes. Just means that you're giving a lot of your weight to your heels. Knees are gliding back ever so gently so that they're on top of your ankles if possible. You're sitting a little bit lower if possible. Nice. And you're reaching your arms up, your chest up. And breathe. See if you can move into something a little bit deeper, whatever that might be for you. Nice. Take an inhale to really fill up this shape. And then your exhale, let it go. Forward fold. On an inhale, hips low, arms up, chair pose. So get honest with yourself right now about what your body needs today, what you need today. And if that's to sit a little bit deeper, if you're giving 40% and you could give 70, then do that. But if what you need is to just take it easy, then do that too. Watch the knees so that they're not coming in towards each other. Take one more inhale. Do what you'd like. Now exhale, come into your forward fold. For your last chair pose, it's going to be a one breath, one movement, as it's sometimes called. You're just coming into chair pose, breathing as you stay. Nice. And then coming into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step back, take your flow. Nice inhale on the up dog. Sweet exhale, downward dog. Now we'll breathe a little bit together. Take an exhale. Now take an inhale. And exhale all that wonderful effort. On your next inhale, lift your right leg, up and back. On an exhale, you're going to go ahead and use your core. Step it through gently. Foot on the mat, left foot down. Take a moment. Now inhale. Warrior one. Now peel open. Warrior two. Feel your feet caressing the ground. Maybe gently start to glide your knee forward. Sitting tall in your mid-body and fingertips spread wide. If it feels comfortable, you might feel your chest open as if you're opening your heart. Beautiful. Awesome. I love it. Relax the shoulders if you feel that they're tense. Now, as you look at your right hand, flip it towards the ceiling. Now raise your arm up and send it back as you find a reverse warrior. The beautiful thing about reverse warrior is that you're simultaneously sitting low as you're reaching up. It really makes your body feel really alive. It's almost like you're making an exclamation point with your body. Now on your inhale, sit low as you reach tall. Feel that excitement. Now exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Hands to the mat. Take your flow. Inhale, left leg up and back. On a nice exhale, use your core. Step it in between your hands. Left foot comes down. Rise up. Warrior one. Peel open. Warrior two. Beautiful. Feel how grounded you are and supported by your body by feeling as though your feet are moving closer to each other. Feel your strong legs holding you up as you spread open in your arms. Inhale into your chest. Now exhale. As you look at the left hand, flip your palm to the ceiling, raise it up, 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 and then send it back for your reverse warrior. See if you can find the delicate balance between using the left side of your body, the right side of your body to hold up, to assist in holding you up, but not using it so much that you are sinking into your right side. You might engage your core to do this. As you take your next inhale, sit a little bit lower as you reach high and tall. And now exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step your foot back. Take your flow. As you return, maybe take another inhale and exhale on your own. And then you're going to move through those series of movements on your own. As you move, you're trusting yourself to give yourself exactly what you need in each moment. While listening to your breath. Thinking it not just as a series of postures to get through, but also an experience. Feel your body as it moves through space. Listen to your breath as it guides you. Now take a deep breath to exhale your air. Take a deep inhale. And then let it out. Let that series go. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back, please. Step it in between your hands. Left foot down. Send your hands to your back, to the back of your space. Palms down, power lunge. We're breathing here as the heat builds. We're still remembering to sit low in our front leg. And then our hands are feeling as though they're reaching. Feel your fingertips reach to the back of your space. Now lift them up a little bit. Nice. Now interlace your hands and feel as though you are punching the back wall. Your shoulders are down and back. Now uninterlace them and send your hands up forward in between or to surround your face. Just continuing to breathe. Now inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, peel open, warrior two. Take a moment to reacquaint yourself with this shape. We'll take a breath. And take an inhale. On your exhale, send your right hand down and your left arm up for a side angle. Breathe here. This looks great, cat. You might not need to send your arm back, your top arm back as much. Or maybe just a little, I don't know, it looks fine. Okay, so go ahead and breathe here. And then come into a half bind by sending your hand to your back. Feel your shoulder sliding back. Excellent. Now we'll find a full bind as you reach your right arm back to meet the left. Maybe straighten your arms if it's available, but no straining or pushing. Now uninterlace your hands. Come back into our side angle. Now we're going to stay low as we can as we rise up into our warrior one. And we're going to stay low still as we peel open into our warrior two. Now go ahead and squeeze that leg straight. And we'll come into a triangle by sending our right arm forward and maybe scooching the foot up a little bit. And the arm back. Or arm raised up. So you can bring your hand to your shin, or you can also bring your hand to the floor. Experiment with what feels good. Sometimes I know when I send my hand lower, I feel more of a stretch in my outside left hip. You might feel differently. Now bring your left foot in about 6 to 8 inches. Now bring your left hand down and your right arm up. We're going to revolve the triangle. Good. Breathe as you maybe look up at your hand. Now exhale, send your hands to the mat. We'll take a flow. Big inhale on up dog. Exhale. Let's keep going. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. On an exhale, go ahead and step it through very gently and with ease. Right foot comes down. Go ahead and rise up onto your power lunge. Not into a warrior one. Good. Shoulders are back. Fingertips reaching. You're breathing. Trusting yourself to get through this moment of difficulty. You've made it this far. As you send your fingertips reaching back, 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 send your arms up, up, up. Go ahead and interlace those fingers. Feel your shoulders go down and back. Chest, feel that chest get open. Breathe into the heart space. Now exhale. Uninterlace your fingers, send them forward to frame your face. Still breathing. Now go ahead and lift your arms up into a warrior one. Peel open with ease into a warrior two. As you let it land, feel how good it feels to feel expansive after being maybe crunched a little bit in power lunge. Take an inhale to get long and wide through the chest. Now as your exhale, bring your left hand down and your right arm up for a side angle. Shoulder to shoulder. Back leg is engaged. Your back leg supports you. Not leaning onto your left leg. Letting it stay in its same position. And breathe. Now find your half bind as you flip your palm and send your hand behind your back. Careful not to strain the neck, but feel your shoulders move back a little bit to open up the chest. Now go ahead and find a full bind by reaching your left arm to meet the right. Finding the fingers if possible. Straightening the arms if possible. Beautiful. Breathe into this wondrous shape that you've created. And as you exhale, rise up into a warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Go ahead and squeeze that left leg straight. Feel the length in the back of your thighs. Feel the length in your legs. Now glide your left arm forward. Left hand meets the shin. Right arm up for your triangle. Now bring that back leg in just a little bit as you prepare to revolve your triangle. So your right arm is down, your left arm is up. Perfect. Still breathing. And try to find just a moment here of stillness. Try to trust that whatever shape you've made is perfect. And just stay. Now go ahead and find your hands to place the mat. Place your hands on the mat. I don't know what that was that I just said. Send your foot back. And you'll go ahead and take a flow. Big exhale, inhale on the up dog. Big exhale on the down dog. Bend your knees. We'll step or jump forward to the front of the mat. And then we'll hang heavy in our forward fold. Bring your feet together as they already are. And we'll sit our hips low and rise our hands up with our palms pressed together to come into a thunderbolt. Now drag your hands to heart center. Get tall in your chest, shoulders back. Now twist to the right and bring your left shoulder, your left elbow on top of your right knee for a seated prayer twist. On our inhales, we might try to deepen our twist. And on our exhales, we might try to sit a little bit lower. We might fly away or bind if that's in our practice today. And we might breathe as we trust ourselves to be able to maintain, to sustain in this pose. Take one more inhale to deepen into whatever shape that you've made. And then bring it on back to center with an exhale. And this is a strong moment. Inhale to sit tall, chest up, and then go ahead on your exhale, twist to the left. Good. What we say to ourselves in these moments of heat, these moments of exertion, these moments of discomfort, so important and such an important indication of how we show up for ourselves outside of the mat. See if you can rotate your top shoulder back to straighten your spine, if it's available. Perfect, that's awesome. Woof, child, great. Go ahead and take an inhale to what you've made, deepen the shape. Exhale, come on back to center. Inhale to puff up the chest, get tall. Exhale, let it all go into that forward fold. Lovely. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale, place your palms on the mat. Step back, your upward push-up plank, and we'll pause for a bit. Okay, so let's do some shoulder, arm things. So you can place your feet, your knees on the mat if you need to, right? So be honest with yourself about that. So we're going to take an inhale, and then we're going to bring our right hand to our left shoulder. And we're going to leave it there for a breath. We can. Place it down. Left hand to right shoulder. Breathe. Place it down. Good. We'll do one more set. Right hand to left shoulder. Breathe. Place it down. Left to right. Breathe. Place it down. Now you can go ahead, take a flow, or just come back to down dog. Yeah, flow. I thought that's what you might choose. All right, cool. All right, back in downward facing dog. Go ahead and let all the air out. Take a deep breath. And let it go. As we come into our half pigeon, go ahead and lift your right leg up and back. And with care and ease and appreciation, sweep it through. Bring your knee to your wrist. Left leg back. Take a moment to pause and square the hips. Find a shape that feels honest. And then go ahead ever so gently, fold forward over your calf. As we find the shape, can you take a moment to trust yourself to find the state of mind, the state of breathing, the state of being that most supports you in this pose today? Trust that the shape that you're making is enough, that the sensation that you're feeling is enough. The way your hands are positioned is correct. And that all is well. Take an inhale as you come out of this pose ever so slowly, ever so gently, with love and with care. And then we'll do half pigeon on the left. And you'll find your way there, as you always do. But if we had classes where sometimes in this pose, instructors will be saying a lot. And I think one thing I've noticed is that it doesn't really matter what they're saying, because often my internal chatter is what I hear the most. And so perhaps that's the most important of all. Now slowly and ever so gently, come out of this this pose by placing your hands on the mat and lifting up slowly off your leg. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. And again, you're getting there in your own unique way. Now let's come to our knees for a camel. Place our hands on our lower back. And then we'll take an inhale, we'll lift our chest up. And then we'll slowly start to send our head and our chest back. We're not straining or forcing. We're still making this a gentle stretch. If your hands meet your heels, make sure you're still feeling your hips move forward and your chest up. Beautiful. Now go ahead and release your hands, bring them back to your lower back, and slowly and very gently come back upright. Now slowly and very gently sit on your heels. Take a moment to reconnect. Now bring your feet out in front of you. Scoot yourself to the middle of your mat. And pay attention to each moment of your movement as you lie down. And if you are feeling that you need any hip stretch, whether it be happy baby or something else of that nature, knees to chest, go ahead and find an exploration of that before you come into your final resting pose. And as you welcome this final period of rest, first find a deep sense of gratitude and honor for showing up on your mat today. Sometimes if we practice a lot, it's easy to forget that it still takes a huge commitment to make it onto the mat. As you swim in that feeling of gratitude, allow your body to relax. Feel your forehead soften and your scalp soften, your neck and your shoulders soften, your torso, your hands, your hips, your knees, your legs, the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet. Thanks a lot for showing up today, for allowing me to share this practice with you. It is actually a true honor, I have to say. And I'm not just saying that. So I'm going to go ahead and read a quote. And then we'll come out of Savasana. All right, the quote. If you trust yourself, then you will know how to live. Let's take a deep breath out as we feel our body sink into the mat. Take a sweet inhale in. Let it out. Go ahead and roll over to one side as we come out of this pose. Rest on your arm. Feel that you are safe. Know that you are safe. And then go ahead and use your hands to very slowly and gently come into a seated position. You might bring your hands to your heart center. You might leave them on your knees. And allow yourself to close your practice with whatever feels appropriate for you. From my heart to yours, have a great day.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That was great.
Yeah, of course.
I needed that.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to. Sorry if it was loud though, like my landlord is doing work. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to stop recording, so, but I don't know. It's not working at the moment, but I really want to not be recording anymore. Oh, I see. Wait. No, I don't know. Sorry, oh yes, okay. So I don't do, I like core work. I haven't been doing that.